Top 10 reasons to invest in rare Pokemon cards. So, why adding collectibles to your portfolio makes sense in 2020 and 2021? Pokemon cards were introduced in 1996 as part of the franchise's trading card game. Less than 25 years later, some of these first edition Pokemon have appreciated in price at over 10,000%. Alongside the limited supply and extremely high demand, there are plenty of reasons why Pokemon cards make for excellent investments. Let's check all. Number 1. The best cards are worth more than you'd think. In 2018, a man named Gary made digital headlines after appearing on Pawn Stars with a series of Pokemon cards, which he claimed were worth $500,000. While this claim initially astounded both the audience and the show's experts, it's perfectly true that rare first edition cards can hold immense value. The cards brought into Pawn Stars by Gary were just a small fraction of his assets too. Gary's entire collection was later revealed to be worth approximately $5 million. Earlier this month, the YouTuber Logan Paul bought a first edition PSA graded 10 Charizard card from Pawn Stars Gary for a whopping $150,000. And that's not even close to the highest price ever fetched by a Pokemon card. This honor went to the Pikachu Illustrator card, which sold for $233,000. Though the average price of Pokemon cards is much lower, there are many rare, highly collectible cards with values upwards of $200,000. A 1999 holographic shadowless first edition Charizard, for instance, is currently worth between $150,000 to $200,000. Even more common cards can be worth several $1,000s, depending on their condition. For example, Charizard holo cards from the 1999 base set have been known to fetch over $5,000 to $10,000, despite the fact that there are over 10,000 of them in circulation. Number 2. True collectibles are guaranteed to increase in value. Pokemon cards are collectibles, and many sets went out of print years ago. The inherently limited supply of each card type means that as time goes on and cards become more difficult to obtain, the value will steadily increase. Because of this, the investment model with Pokemon cards is exceedingly simple. After purchasing a rare card, the longer you hold on to it, the more profit you'll make when you decide to sell. There's virtually no chance of a card that's out of print decreasing in value over time. Number 3. There's a global market for Pokemon cards. Because the global appeal and popularity of the franchise, trade in Pokemon cards is alive and well in just about every corner of the world, including in-person conferences and auction houses. This means that if you invest in collectible Pokemon cards and decide it's time to sell, it won't be difficult to find a buyer. Despite appearances, Pokemon card trade is far from a niche interest. The market is liquid. Number 4. It's easy to find the price of a specific card. There are plenty of resources online for checking the specifications of every Pokemon card ever printed, including the approximate value of each. Websites such as PokemonPrice.com even offer graphs visualizing the history of online transactions pertaining to specific cards. Because Pokemon card value is essentially public knowledge, each of your investments will be a fully informed decision. Number 5. There are plenty of collectors out there willing to pay for rare cards. The market for Pokemon cards is not only wide-reaching, but also home to thousands of dedicated collectors intent on completing their sets and obtaining every single card out there. Because of this, you won't need to put any effort into making the sale when you decide it's time to get a return on your investment. For rare, genuinely valuable cards, all it takes is an online listing, and the offers pour in by themselves. Number 6. You can get to know the market quickly. Investing in Pokemon cards doesn't involve a lot of in-depth research or specialized knowledge. Unlike the stock market, real estate, or bond investments, Pokemon card trading is straightforward and relatively simple. All of the information you need to start investing in Pokemon cards is freely available online. so it only takes a small amount of research to understand what to look out for. Number 7. There's an increasing demand for unopened limited edition box sets. It's not just for individual rare cards that are likely to fetch a good return. Box sets are also increasingly difficult to find, which means their value is steadily going up. Buying cards in bulk and unboxing them during a live stream has become a popular format for several YouTubers. Earlier this month, YouTuber Logan Paul bought a first edition Pokemon card box set for $200,000 to open during a charity stream. The box set did not disappoint. Paul found a first edition Charizard card inside the set, which was worth approximately $40,000 at the time. If you're not interested in building a collection and going after specific, valuable cards, investing in box sets is a simple way to make a profit on Pokemon cards without the need to understand the market on a deeper level. Provided the box set is valuable and genuine, you can hold on to it for a while and sell it for a profit without ever opening it. Number 8. Detailed information on each card is easily available. There are several sites offering convenient search engines for Pokemon trading cards. Those interested only in investing, rather than playing, will find a wealth of information there, including how many copies of each card are in circulation, which set it belongs to, when it was printed, and much more. This makes it easy to estimate the value of a Pokemon card investment opportunity, as well as being a useful resource for organizing your collection. Number 9. Pokemon cards are easy to store. Valuable Pokemon cards do not need to be stored properly to prevent fraying and accidental damage, but it takes a minimum effort and cost to keep your collection safe. Purpose-designed storage solutions for Pokemon cards are easily available in the form of individual pockets or binders. It's therefore exceedingly simple to keep your cards safe and organized. And finally, number 10. You don't need to know the franchises. Serious investors are sometimes put off by the seemingly childish nature of Pokemon cards and the idea that they would need to delve into the franchise in order to make informed decisions and allocate their assets well. In fact, neither of the assumptions hold true. Although the franchise was aimed primarily at teenagers, there are plenty of adult enthusiasts and a community of serious collectors, as well as professional Pokemon card players taking part in the worldwide tournaments. In any case, investing in valuable Pokemon cards is no different than collecting stamps. If anything, the former makes more sense, because Pokemon cards were intended to be collected and traded. Knowledge of the franchise certainly helps if you want your Pokemon card investments to turn into a hobby. However, it's by no means necessary, especially because there are plenty of resources online to identify and assess every card. If you liked the video, subscribe to our channel and leave your suggestions for next videos. Till next time.